Ahem. Okay. Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, Eddie, and I am back with another episode of, whoopsies, Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace. Today is the last episode. So yeah, let's... Is the sound working? Ah, crud. I don't have a sound thing with me. Should I go get that? Yes, actually, I think I will go get that. Okay, that's cool. I've got a second screen here with me, so everything is fine. Okay, so yes, right, what is up, guys? It's me, Eddie, and welcome back to what is, hopefully this time, the actual last episode of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace. But yes, as I said, this is not the end of Steins Gate. I still need to play a linear bonded phonogram. Oh god. Between this and starting Needy Streamer Overdose, the clearing up all the copyrights is gonna be so freaking annoying. Oh. Whatever. We are almost there. Hold on. Let me just open this up on a second screen. And I will be testing this out, and then we will get going. Oh, Crony's streaming. Darn, shame I can't see that. Alright, let me just make a quick sound check, folks. Yeah, okay, that took a sec. Geez, sorry. But yeah, today's the last episode, so let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Hey, irasshai, irasshai.
Oh.
そこの奥さん寄っていかない。
Okay, I remember this. Mayuri's, what do you call it? Mayuri and I are selling vegetables.
ああ、そっちの人参は150円だけど、少しおまけしちゃおうかな。
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you're really feeling the rumor mill, aren't we?
キャベツを半分かい。いいよ、カットしちゃうよ。
Ah. By the way, I think Hana Kanazawa really had fun recording this.
っておいこらー、ラボに行ったんじゃないのか。
マユシーね、実は昔からやってみたかったんだよ。
Mayuri, you are so sweet. God damn, she is so adorable, guys. We tended to the store for the next 2 or so hours. 80% of the ladies who came to the store said, "Oh, Rintaro-chan, you finally got married." One of them even looked at Mayuri and cried, "I always knew the two of you would wind up together." Whatever that means. Oh yeah, last episode was absolute peak, wasn't it? Oh god, I really have to get around to changing all the thumbnails. When we were finally released from our duty, I was spent. Mayuri looked tired too, but she smiled at me and said one of my dreams came true. Pretending to run a grocery store is a pretty easy dream to grant. When I told her that, she just laughed at me. It was cute. Hey, we got the whole squad. No, we don't. Where's Luca? Maria and I had late lunch at Kitchen Jiro, and when we arrived at the lab, everyone except Lukaka was there. He texted me earlier and told me that he was really busy preparing for tomorrow's festival, though, so that was unsurprising.
聞いたにゃ聞いたにゃ。今日だったらもう。
聞いたって何をだ？
Yeah, I heard what? I stopped the hyperactive Ferris with my right hand.
遊園地の写真のことに
Ah.
ゃ。岡部倫太郎もモデルをやったんだって。
Come on! What is this? I did everything in my power to keep the details of the shoot under wraps. Mocha should be the only one who knows. But as you know, Mocha's a blabbermouth. So, I don't know, guys.
しかしびっくりよね。あんたがモデル。
Hey, that's mean! Shining Finger, you backstabber! I'll see you in court. When I looked at her with fire in my eyes, Mocha simply shook her head. Oh? Was it... I haven't said anything! Crying eyes, Mocha.
指圧師じゃない
Is Mayuri herself. And who told them? Mayuri!
もしかして話したらいけなかったのかな。
You can't get mad at Mayuri, she's so sweet.
クリスちゃんにメールしちゃった。
Damn it! Come to think of it, I never explicitly told her not to tell anyone.
いや別に構わんぞ。この法王院教魔の新たなる才能が開花したのだからな。大いに広めるがいい。
Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, I can't unring that bell. At least the photos will show. At least all the photos will show are my hand and back. That's not fair, Okabe-kun. You're so nice to Shina-san. I'm jealous. Scratchy eyes, Moeka.
いや勘違いするな指圧師よ。俺はお前を疑ったことなど一度もないぞ。
I'm gonna be honest here, Okabe. I doubted her too, so I can't. I have no right to say anything. Why are my model's eyes always closed like that? You were just scaring, weren't you? Mocha. A sort of a grudge-holding type, aren't you, Finger? Oh, come on! You totally were! I mean, I'm not gonna deny I also... Oh, there's something I need to confirm. I need the two of you to confirm for me today. Mocha. Something we need to confirm. As I wonder what this, Mocha pulls out a USB-sized memory key sticking out of her pocket. It was about pinky size and had a key ring attached to it for an easier grip. Okay. I know those types. Here.
Eh?
I don't know what it is, but I interrupt Daro's web surfing and hand it to him.
何これ指圧師からだ。見てほしいらしい。
Daro inserted the USB memory onto his computer and a folder popped up on the screen. Whoa! Is it just me or... No, they're not. They're not the same. Are these literally just sprites? I feel like they are. A folder containing a bunch of photos. They were named Photo A1, Photo A2, Photo A03, and so on. Krisa was the first to realize what they were.
もしかして昨日撮影したっていう写真じゃないの？
Yeah, obviously.
何そうなのか
Can you not see them? Though, to be fair, there are sometimes discrepancies between a visual novel's text and like a visual novel's like images, so maybe that's what's going on. I turned to Mocha for confirmation, and she nodded.
サイトに使いたい写真。編集部でセレクトしたの。
Oh,
確認してほしい。見たい見たい。
everyone gathers around the computer, and Daro prepared to click the first photo.
ちょっと待って。みんなに見られたら恥ずかしいのです。
Mayuri, you are so adorable. Mayuri tries to cover the screen, but the gentleman perv Daro interjects.
むふー秘密の写真を無理やりさらされる眉氏の姫できればもう少し涙声でお願いします
Hey, hands off of my girl!
変態は死ね。
Aren't you one yourself, though?
ねえ、キリュウさん、別に変な写真じゃないんでしょ？
No, of course not.
とっても綺麗だと思う。ならいいじゃないわより。そうだにゃ、見せてほしいにゃ。
Mayuri was protesting, but she also snuck a glance at the PC screen. I think Moko saying they're really beautiful has her focus.
隠しても意味ないにゃん。どのみちサイトが出来上がればみんなに見られてしまうだにゃ。
Mayuri thought this over for a bit, but she gave up and fell toward curiosity to see the pictures. She moved away from the computer. I'm also curious as to how our shots turned out. I take an interested look at the screen.
それじゃまゆしの秘蔵写真を見てみるお。
Dara clicked the file and the photo expanded onto the screen. Aww.
これは
Everyone was awestruck by what they saw. I'd seen Mayuri in person like this yesterday, but I admit, even I was stunned into silence. Standing in the light of the carousel, Mayuri looked almost fairy tale-like in her dress. On her face, she wore a cute smile. Her eyes, narrowed by her light, were glistening as they reflected the sparkling lights. Her skin looked as... Alright, bucko. Her skin looked as smooth as fine china, and her cheeks were a cherry blossom pink. Her glossed lips were similarly floral, looking like a small bud of a rose.
かわいいね。すっごく。いいじゃないまゆり。
まゆし間違いなくブレイクの予感。
そんなことないよ。プロの人がメイクしてくれてね、綺麗に撮ってくれたからだよ。
Everyone praised Mayuri as she blushed and wiggled.
ダルニャン、次見せて次。
オッケーだお。
Dara clicked on the next file.
うわ、これもいいじゃない。これならフェイリスの正当な後継者として妖精界の女王の座を譲ることができそうにゃん。
Each new file Dara clicked, Mayuri's beautiful image danced across the screen. The Mad Lems oohed, awed, and cheered. But every time she was praised, Mayuri would writhe around and make uncomfortable noises like "Fwa" or "You."
ん？ここからファイル名がちょっと変わるな。なんなん？
Their name photo B01, B02, and so on.
シチュエーションが違うの。
ああ、そういうこと。
早く見せてよ、橋田。
うん。ポチッとな。
Dude, this is Windows 7, isn't it? Oh god, I love Windows 7. I miss Windows 7, guys. The ladies and Daros opened their eyes wide. One beat later, the blood drained from my face and I screamed.
NANI?!
Oh, come on. On that merry-go-round, I saw the screen, I saw Mayuri smiling, and myself accompanying her in tuxedo. What? What are you talking about? You expected this? Shining finger, what have you done? This isn't what you told me. I'm not obscured in this picture at all.
どういうことだ貴様
Listen, it's about capturing the moment, alright?
いやいやいやこのままでは期間に消されるぞ
I drew near Mocha. I heard a few assorted comments from the lab mems.
嘘。
Come on, Okabe, you gotta take advantage of your newfound popularity.
これ本当に岡部倫太郎なの？
God damn it, now I wanna see Luca's reaction.
偽物だ。僕は認めない。こんなの僕と同類のオカリンじゃないわ。
I'm sorry. Though I must say, Daro, some real crab in the bucket mentality got going on right there. Though, to be fair, I just don't like Okabe's any better.
同類って何の同類だ
あんたさ、普段からこうしてればいいのに。そうしたらもっと女性から親近感を持たれると思うな。
Come on, this is your chance. I mean, yeah, as I said, Okabe is canonically very good looking. I've never been praised for my appearance before, so I have no idea how to respond here.
他にもあるのかにゃ？二人の写真。
念してくれ。
Having hit my limit, I walked away from the computer, slumped onto the couch, and put my head in my hands. My god, are these happy photos of me going to be seen by the general public? Is this how the world will see the mad scientist who will plunge it into chaos? Hey, listen, you know? It's... Never mind. While I was soaking in the agony on my couch, the lab mammoth kept chirping over the photos. In spite of my internal extortions for the computer to break down and the data to be erased, the PC continued displaying the pictures without a hitch.
この写真もそうだけど、どれもまゆりの表情がいいのよね。
Okabe, you fucking coward.
可愛いんだけど、なんかちょっとだけ色っぽいにゃ。驚いたよ。椎名まゆりにこんな顔ができるとは想像もしてなかった。
Hey, what does that mean?
やばいっす。ロリでちょいエロは無敵っす。
Oh my god, buddy. I mean, he's not wrong though.
みんなもういいでしょ。次の写真に行こうよ。
For Mayuri. It's okay. That's okay to be a little flustered. Hey, at least you're not freaking out like Okabe here. Like, god damn, buddy. Man up. Mayuri couldn't stand having her photos put under a microscope and wanted to move on to the next one. But Fair seemed to love being able to tease Mayuri like this. She had a look in her eyes like a cat playing with a toy.
まゆし、フェイリスは思うのにゃ。
What?
何？
Ferris extends her finger and points it directly at Mayuri's nose.
これは恋する女の子の顔だにゃ。
Oh! Ferris's accusation makes Mayuri jump. She blushed at all the way to the tips of her ears.
おいこらフェイリス、あんまりマユリを困らせるな。
にゅふ。
Ferris looked back at me and the edges of her lips turned up. It really made her look like a cat. She slowly points her accusing finger in my direction.
なんだ。
この写真、まゆしを見つめる京馬の顔も恋をしてるにゃ。
Yeah, it makes sense that Ferris is definitely the first one to start saying stuff like this. Mayuri jumped once again.
ふにゃー、フェイリスの聖なる任務は失敗だにゃ。天上界に持ち帰らなくちゃいけない京馬の魂を先にマユシに奪われてしまったのにゃ。
オカリンのくせに生意気だ。リア充爆発しろ。
岡部のくせに生意気だ。リア充爆発しろ。
Jesus Christ, Kurisu! Oh my god, that is golden. Dara and Kurisu spoke simultaneously. Oh my god.
お前らいい加減にするがいい。俺はカオスより生まれた呪われし地平の創造主だ。
Alright, that's
愛だの
enough.
恋だのと下船な感情は持ち合わせておらんわ。
That's enough, you tsundere.
ねえまゆり、悪いこと言わないからこんなのやめた方がいいわよ。中二病がうつるから。
聞こえよがしに不愉快のことを言うな。
Aww. He's so cute.
まゆりも本気で悩むなよ。
Having enough of this nonsense, I stood up from the couch, I put my wallet in my pocket, and headed for the exit.
おい視圧師、写真の確認なんて今すぐやらんでもいいんだろ。
できれば今週中。
じゃあ俺は後でやるからな。
After I confirmed that with Mocha, I exited the lab saying I need to get something at the convenience store.
それじゃあそろそろ帰るわね。
Hold on. Never mind.
ルカニャンの神社のお祭りって一回ここに集合してからみんなで行くのかにゃ。
Sorry, it's just a little sound check. So tomorrow we're meeting up here before we go to the festival at Luca Neon Shrine.
なあ、それがいいだろ
楽しみだな。私初めてなんだよね、お祭り。私も。
Creasy slowly opened the door and stepped outside. Ferris, Suzuha, and Moeka followed.
本当にいいの？まゆり起こさなくて。
う。なあ、いろいろあって疲れたんだろう。終電前には起こしてやるから大丈夫だ。
But my eyes hurt. Something get inside. Sorry, I always have eyelashes like falling into my eyes like constantly. So oh, it's kind of hard leaning in like this. I got a mirror next to my desk. But there's just so much shit on it that I kind of have to like lean over and whatever. Hope that didn't fuck up my eyes too much. Did it? Let me check OBS. No, my eyes are fine. Maya's asleep, breathing calmly on the couch. She looks comfortable there that I feel sorry to wake her up.
あんた、襲ったらダメよ。
襲うか？誰もいるんだ。そんなことできんだろ。
I tilt my head in the direction of the development room. I can hear the sound of pages turning and a lecherous chuckle behind the curtain. He must be reading that doujin manga he got at Kamima. He told me that he can't read it when Ferris Tan is around, so they're most likely of the risque variety.
それじゃあ、また明日にゃ、今日は。
なあ、またな。
The ladies descend the stairs and set off back to their respective homes.
さてと。
I sit down in front of the computer. I made sure that Dara was occupied with his doujins, then I inserted the USB into the computer and opened the photo folder. I couldn't really get a look at them earlier because everyone was so worked up, but every photo really did look amazing. In one photo, Mayuri might be smiling broadly like a little girl, but she'd be giving a subtle, mature smile in the next. I don't think I'd seen such a range of emotions in the time that I'd known her. I lost myself in the photos, and time started passing me by. Don't tell me you're the one that overslept. Oh, never mind. Once I finished looking at all the photos, I stretch out. All of them looked great, but I appeared in way more of them than I thought I would.
騙したなしやつしめ。こんなことなら、もっとバイト代を踏んだくっておけばよかった。
My eyes aching from staring at the screen for so long, I stood up to get some Dr. P. But a glance at the clock hit me like a punch to the gut. How's it this late already? I guess I really got engrossed in those photos.
おい、マユリ。そろそろ12時だぞ。帰る支度しろ。
I got close to her and gently shook her shoulder.
ほら、起きろというのに。電車なくなっちまうぞ。
Mayuri curled up on the sofa, holding her legs in her arms. She calmly exhaled and went back to sleep. I shook her shoulder a little more strongly this time.
おい、マユリ。ここに泊まっていってもいいが、だったら家に電話しろ。明日お墓参りなんだろ。
Mayuri took her phone out of her bag and sleepily dialed her home number into it. She tells her parents that she's going to stay the night at the lab. The moment she ends the call, she falls back asleep, the phone still in her hand.
たくしょうがないやつだな。
She's still a kid. I smiled wryly at her as I took the phone from her hand and placed it back in her bag. Inside the bag, I almost caught sight of Robo Mayushi, looking almost complete. Man, that yawn is effective. The sound of Mayuri's breathing makes me sleepy. I thought I headed to the development room to chat with Daro before bed.
おいだる、俺もちょっと寝る。もしも帰るんなら鍵をかけていけよ。
うん。
Daro was too grossed in his doujinshi to do any more than grunt. I sat next to Mayuri, leaned back on the couch, and closed my eyes. Little by little, the rhythm of Mayuri's breathing and my own began to sync up. As it did, I lulled into a calm sleep. The distant sound of the shower had woken me up. I rubbed my eyes and looked at the clock. 3 a.m. Damn. I planned on just taking a nap, but I guess I actually fell asleep for a while. I turned my head towards the shower room. Under the patter of the shower, I could hear Mayuri's breathing. She must be the one showering. And where could Daro be? When I looked over at the development room, the lights were off. He must have gone home. Wait. I was overwhelmed by a feeling of deja vu. I remember this situation. I've done this before. That's right. This is a curious dream I had last night. The one where Mayuri was wearing her bikini in the shower for some reason then comes onto me. It's completely baffling. I returned my gaze to the shower room again. Unlike my dream, the curtains closed and there's no way that she'd show up in her bikini. Ugh, this is stupid. It's gonna be Daro, isn't it? I managed to push that tenacious image from my mind and lean back on the couch. It's middle of the night, Daro's not here, and I've got nothing to do. I close my eyes to try and get back to sleep. Or is it really gonna happen? With my eyes closed, I'm unable to focus on anything but the sound of the shower. And something she said to me in the dream comes back to me like a refrain.
マユシーはね、ずっと思ってたんだよ。オカリンが
Dang.
マユシーのこと好きになってくれないかなって。マユシーのこと
Wow.
抱いてくれないかなって。
I tried to shake the voice out of my head. My heart began to pound a little bit faster. That's enough, Hoin Kyoma. Think about something else. Anything else. But the human brain is a fascinating thing. The more I tell myself to think about something else, the harder it gets to do so. Mayuri having fun at the photo shoot at the park. Mayuri saving my life at the pool. I think of the way Mayuri expresses herself. See her face over and over in different ways. The shower stopped and I heard the person in the shower coming out. Drying their body with the child, getting all dressed. It sounds sensual. It's gonna be Daru, I swear. If Daru steps out of the shower, I'll have a funny story to tell. I think before I hear Mayuri quietly sigh. Okay, slow down. Why do I feel so nervous about this? Mayuri's taking tons of showers at our lab, so why do I feel like a puberty... Why do I feel like a puberty-stricken middle schooler now? Once she was finished dressing, the curtain opened and Mayuri stepped out. Unsure of how to respond to this, I quickly pretended to be asleep. If I opened my eyes right now, Mayuri's so sensitive that she would feel bad about waking me up. Better to just fake it. Besides, I feel kind of guilty for having such dirty thoughts. Is that dream actually going to happen? I hear Mayuri quietly walking around the lab. The smell of her shampoo and body wash tickles my nose. In what I presume was an attempt not to wake me up, Mayuri slowly opened the door of the fridge, took out some barley tea, poured into a glass, and drank it. She sighed and walked over to me. Then she sat down right beside me. She stayed still for a moment. Then she ruffled around her bag and took something out. I very slightly opened my eyes to see her holding Robo Mayushi in one hand and a sewing needle in the other. It's almost complete, so she must be putting the finishing touches on it. She kept suing Robo Mayoshi's clothes for a while, then she sighed and spoke out loud.
できた。
She put down her sewing implements and raised Robo Mayoshi to eye level. She's probably checking for any problems.
完璧です。
Aww. Mayuri muttered to herself contentedly, then placed her handcrafted doppelganger on the table.
おかりん、大切にしてくれるかな。してくれるよね。
The next moment, she turned to me. I closed my eyes in a panic. That was close. Somehow, I don't think she noticed. Trying to move a muscle as Mayuri stares at me, or at least I think she's staring at me. For a long time, I don't hear anything but the sounds of her breathing. How long is this going to last? Tired of pretending to be asleep, I started planning how I could pretend to wake up. First, I'll start moving around to wake up, then open my eyes and mumble, "Oh, what is it, Mayuri? Yep, this is perfect. Let's do this." But just as I was about to enact my brilliant wake-up plan, Mayuri started talking.
ルカ君の神社のお祭り。まゆし、本当は行きたかったな。
Aww.
おかりんと一緒に行きたかったな。
She spoke so quietly I could barely hear her. But her words quietly hit my ears.
昔はよく一緒にお祭りを見に行ったよね。あれは岸魔神様のお祭りだったかな。
God damn it.
綿菓子、あんず飴、金魚すくい、水風船、みんな大好きだったよ。あとね、おかりんが射的で取ってくれたお人形、実はね、まだ持ってるんだ。
God damn it. How am I supposed to like look at any other girl now? Now that I know my deep Mayuri lore. Because really, Mayuri has like, dang, this really is the best written route, isn't it?
で、まゆしの宝物なのです。
I just feel like she's always getting like ignored in like all the other routes. It's just so. She stopped talking for a while. After the silence, the tone of her voice had changed slightly.
だけどね、お祭りは人がいっぱいいて、まゆしはいっつも迷子になっちゃったよね。それで一人で泣いてると必ずオカリンが見つけてくれた。
God damn it!
泣いてるまゆしの手を引いて、もう泣くなよっていっつも言ってくれた。
You know, maybe Mayuri is best girl. I'm just saying.
その時思ったんだ。オカリンがいればもう大丈夫だって。もう何にも怖くないんだって。オカリンがいれば何にも。
Mayuri stopped speaking, returning the room to complete silence. I wish I could see her face right now, but with my eyes closed like this, I can only imagine. Then, the smell of her shampoo grows stronger. The sound of her breathing and the swish of her clothes draw closer to my face. What is she going to do? Oh, I know. I held my breath. Her soft hand timidly touches my cheek. She delicately strokes my face as if to trace its shape. Is this another dream like the one I had yesterday? So I'm going to wake up in my room, and a surprise Mayuri is going to come see me on the floor. Is that it? Huh? I feel a warm drop of water land on my... Oh no! A warm drop of water land on my cheek. 1 drop, 2, then 3, then quickly multiplied in number. And I hear... Mayuri, no. The quiet sounds of crying. Wait, is Mayuri crying? I opened my eyes. Mayuri gasped and covered her face with her hands. She jumped up from the sofa and rushed straight into the shower room.
おい、マユリ
I followed after her. But just before I reached the shower room, I heard it lock in front of me.
マユリどうしたんだおい
ごめんね。起こしちゃった。
Oh, it might be the best to just say yes.
お前、なんで泣いてるんだ
泣いてないよ。
嘘だ泣いてただろう今
泣いてなんかいません。
話してみろわけを
泣いてないもん。
Mayuri insisted strongly. Not knowing what to do, I lightly tapped on the shower room door.
わかったお前は泣いてないだから開けてくれそんなところにいたら暑くてたまらないだろ
This actually feels like the most romantic of all the routes. I'm gonna be real with you here.
うなあマユリ
Hearing that only made me more worried about her, so I tried to knock a little louder. Just then, the lab entrance opened behind me.
んどったのオカリン
I whipped around to see Daru lumbering into light. Isn't it like 3 a.m.? He seemed slightly baffled to see me.
帰ったんじゃなかったのか
小腹が減って牛丼食べてきたんだお
Oh, a beef bowl for a snack this late is what I would normally say, but now is not the time exactly. If someone saw me like this without knowing what was going on, they'd...
あれマユシは
ああ、ダルくん。おかえり。
なんだシャワーかんうわオカリンが入浴中のマユシを襲っている
違うと勘違いするなマユリはちゃんと服を着ている
は
中に閉じこもったので出てくるよう説得していたのだ
閉じこもったのなんで
あいやそれは
Oh, there's no good way to explain it, is there? I don't know what to say, since I have no idea why she cried. There really isn't anything I can say. Because she was crying, but you shouldn't tell that to Dar, because Mayuri, it would embarrass her.
はまさかやっぱりマユシを襲っちゃったんだねだからマユシはそこに逃げ込んでこの鬼畜紳士じゃないリアル変態
それも違うわ
Oh god, a real, an actual fur. You're not thinking I'm an actual.
おいマユリ誰が変な勘違いをしてかなわん頼むから出てきてくれ
Shortly after I said that, the shower room was unlocked and Mayuri shyly stepped out. Her cheeks are red, but is it because it was humid inside or because she's embarrassed that I saw her cry? Probably a bit of both. I couldn't tell, but the way Mayuri looked at Daru, you would think she was never crying.
あのね、冷蔵庫を開けようとしたら茶色い虫さんが出たんだよ。
茶色い虫ああゴキ
それ以上言っちゃダメ。
They do have a cockroach problem, actually, don't they?
それでね、茶色い虫さんはマユシーに襲いかかってきたの。ガオーって。だから驚いてここに逃げ込んだんだ。ねえオカリン。
えああそうだな
I agree with Mayuri's made-up story.
虫は俺が退治しただからもう出てこいとそうマユリに言っていたところなんだ
I couldn't tell whether Daru believed the story or not, but he didn't pry any further. He sat down in front of the computer and started playing on the vertical shooter he got from Kamima. I was worried about Mayuri, but with Daru around, I couldn't really ask her about why she was crying. Even if I tried to ask, she'd probably run away over towards Daru. It all meant that I wasn't able to find out why she was crying. And right when the first train started running in the morning, Mai stood up and said, I have the memorial service today, so I should get going. She put on her shoes and was about to walk out, when she turned to me.
ねえオカリ、ロボマユシやっとできたんだよ。
おお、そのようだな。
I look over at the Mayuri doll on top of the fridge.
あれ、本当にもらってくれる？
そう言っただろ。心配するな。
It's a keepsake.
よかった。
Mayuri smiled from the bottom of her heart and then said sorry for some reason. I was gonna ask her what she was sorry for, but by then she was waving goodbye to Daro and me, and headed down the stairs.
おい、マイリー。
I leaned out the window and called out to Mayuri as she walked down the street. She turned to me and looked up at me.
今度またお祭り行こうな。昔みたいに。
Mayuri waved her hand as she walked away. After all that, I still didn't know the reason for Mayuri's tears. At that time, I wasn't able to ask her. But only half a day later.
この帯はどっち向きにつけるの？こっちだにゃ。いやいや違う、そっちじゃなくて。え？こうかしら。模様が逆にならない？その模様はその向きでいいのにゃ。ああ、なるほどね。
That afternoon, the lab members gathered for the lab to prepare for the festival. Kurisu and Ferris each brought their own yukata and are getting changed behind the development room curtain, though Kurisu seems to be struggling. Someone sent me a message. For a second I thought it might be from Mayuri, but such was not the case. I want to read it. Yo, Lukaku. There are more Lukaku. The more people there are, the more evil energy there is. There might be some evil spirit trying to latch inside onto you. Keep Samidari on you at all times. Thank you so much, Kyoma-san. Rest assured, I will keep Samidari with you. By the way, what time are you coming by? What time are you coming by? It might be a little while. Shining Finger and the part-time warrior are still at work. Plus, Christina is taking forever to get her yukata on. Could she be any more of a headache? Yukata, that's awesome. I've always wanted to wear one, but I'm working today, so I'm just in my Miko outfit. There's nothing shameful about wearing a Miko outfit during a festival, save wearing a yukata for another occasion. Oh, lordy. Sounds good to me. Tell everyone I said hello. Hello, Kamo-san. Today's the festival. It's still early, but it's getting crowded at the shrine. I'm at the manual selling fortunes and amulets. Please drop by later. Okay, so that's the initial message. What is it, Daru?
ちょっと、そこの変態。
Wow.
オカリン呼んでるよ。
あんたのことで橋だ。
Wow. You know what, Daru? You got a copy there.
何？もしかして着替え手伝ってほしいの？
一歩でも入ってきたら殺すからな。そうじゃなくて、さっきからものすごい鼻息が聞こえてくるんだけど、変な想像してるんじゃないでしょうね。
失礼だな。僕は別に女子の着替えの音とかで興奮する趣味はないですよ。
嘘だね。絶対に嘘だ。
I hear Christina and Daru having the same sort of argument they always have. When I asked her why she didn't get changed at her hotel, she said she didn't know how to wear yukata properly. That's why Ferris is helping her get dressed. After a while, the curtain opened and Kurisu and Ferris stepped out wearing their yukata. Whoa! 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 Okay.
おお
Whoa.
どうかにゃどうかに
浴衣に猫耳の最強コンボきたー。もえもえもえもえ。
ゃ。もううるさいな。
Oh. Yep, that's it. This is the best route. This is the best route, folks.
何よ岡部、ジロジロ見て。
Wait, and he isn't.
いや、意外と似合うではないか、クリスティーナ。
Surprisingly.
意外とは余計だっつうの。
Teresa starts picking a fight with me, but might actually look like she's having fun. She might even be a little flattered.
でも本当に似合ってるにゃ。そうしてると生粋の日本人みたいだにゃ。
I mean, she is.
いやいやいや、生粋の日本人だから。名前がクリスティーナなのに。
It's Kurisu.
岡部のせいで本気で誤解してる人がいるんですけど。
おいこらフェイリス、クリスティーナというのはお前と同じようにマナだぞ。
マナじゃねえ。いいフェイリスさん、この際だからきちんと説明する。よく聞いて。
Teresa launched into a long explanation of how her name wasn't Christina or isn't her Cell F7 or Experimental Nerd or A Channel or Christina. I look at the two of them talking, climb their yukata. And all of a sudden, I feel lonely. I know why. It's because I saw Robo Mayashi sitting on top of the fridge.
ルカ君の神社のお祭り。まゆし、本当は行きたかったな。
Aw, poor Mayuri.
オカリンと一緒に行きたかったな。
And that's why she's crying. God damn, Okabe, why are you so dumb? If Mayuri were here, she would be wearing a yukata like the other girls, laughing and smiling. Oh, that's right. I told Mayuri that I'd take her to a festival soon. There should be one in Akihabara next month, if I remember correctly. I'm going to treat her to cotton candy or candied plums, or whatever she wants. The door to the lab opened, and we all turned to look. Whoa! Same reaction. Okay. There stood Mocha dressed in a yukata of her own.
何？桐生さん、素敵。驚いたにゃ。すっごく色っぽいにゃ。そう。
With everyone's eyes on her, Mocha seems to be feeling a little unsure. She started fidgeting uncomfortably, but then she walked over to me and handed me a box.
これ。
Yep, as I said, this is the best route. It was a white cardboard box large enough to require both hands, or it would without the handy strings wrapped around it to make it easier to hold.
なんだ
頼まれていたもの。
というと
It was then that I realized what it was. It was the only thing I'd ever asked Mocha for.
譲ってもらえたのか。
Hmm?
開けてみて。
Wait, what was it again? I forget.
あ
I fumbled with the string but eventually got the box open. Just as I thought, there's a beautiful, clear star. Oh, right, I remember that. It seems to be made of a clear acrylic rather than crystal, but the rainbow reflected within it is beautiful all the same.
ふにゃ。何これ何これ。すごいわ。どうしたの？
Everyone looks into the box.
クリスマスツリーの星だ。例の遊園地の撮影で使った。
シーナさんが欲しそうだったから。へえ。なるほど。岡部のくせに割とロマンティックなことするのね。
He's gonna get tsundere again.
ロマンティック？
わざわざ頼み込んだんでしょ、まゆりにプレゼントしたいからって。
そんな恥ずかしいこと俺がするわけないだろう。
Tsundere!
岡部君に頼み込まれた。やったり
始圧師は余計なこと言うな。
That is a good. Well, I mean, to be fair, she's not obliged. She's not obliged to. Still, Teresa and Ferris looked at me and smiled. I almost got the feeling that behind her glasses, finger was smiling with her eyes. I just remember that sprite where she's just like smirking at Okabe while she's sending the text. I love that like so much. She's just like, I know exactly what you were about. I heard Daru murmuring with nothing wrong with being a loner to himself. It's okay, Daru. Wait, wasn't the... Wait. Isn't Daru supposed to have a girl by now? Because it's 8:20. What was the Suzuha round? What was the end? It was the 15th, right? I don't remember, actually. It's okay, Daru. It's okay, Daru. You know, someone special will come. Well, actually, we already know something on... Shit, what was her name again? I forget. It's okay, Daru.
まゆりとの付き合いも長いんでしょ、そろそろいいんじゃないの。
Yeah, exactly.
そろそろって何がだ。
その星をプレゼントするときにさ、思い切って言っちゃいなさいよ。
だから言うって何がだ。
にゃはは、またまたとぼけちゃって。
He's a tsundere. You can't blame him.
恋愛まで中二病丸出しなのはどうかと思うわよ。
Wow, okay, come on.
お前にそんなこと言われる筋合いはないわ。この妄想恋愛大好きっ子め。
誰が妄想恋愛大好きっ子か。
I mean, Okabe's not entirely wrong, though.
それじゃあ、今日は平気なのかにゃ。他の男の子がまゆしに告白とかしても。
Oh, Ferris, right in the nuts. That's yeah, that's a critical strike of a question.
何？
実はメイクインに来るお客さんにまゆし目当ての男の子がいるのにゃ。結構イケメンだにゃ。
Oh.
それは僕のことですか？でも僕はフェリスタン一筋です。
話の腰を折るな。あんたはイケメンじゃないだろ。
Okay, don't. I mean, yeah, he's not, but don't say that. That's mean.
うは、容赦ないツッコミ来たこれ。
What the hell did Kitakura even mean again? I'm forgetting at this point.
その男の子、結構積極的だにゃ。まゆしがオッケーしちゃったらどうするのかにゃ、今日もは。
Netorare.
勝手にすればいい。マユリがどう答えるかなど俺は知らん。
He says that, but internally he is fuming.
わあ、ステレオタイプな反応だわ。予想通りだにゃ。
He's not honest with himself.
単純。
もうちょっと気の利いたこと言えって感じだお。
What do you mean considerate?
聞こえてるぞ。
What is up with this constantly? What is?
聞こえるように言いました。
おほんおほん。そんなことより始圧しよ。これいくらで譲ってもらえるんだ？あんまり高いとちょっと困るんだが。
Damage. She immediately whipped out a phone and typed a message. The director said it's a gift for you, Okabe-kun. It doesn't need any money, Moeka. Take it, you thief.
でも結構高そうだぞこれ。
The director likes you and Shina-san. When I told her it was a gift for Shina-san, she went and used her own money to buy it. In exchange, she wants you to treat her well. Moeka. Oh, dang, the director's a shipper too. Okay.
そうか。今度きちんと礼を言わないとな。
I feel like people are misinterpreting my relation with Mayuri. Oh well. I think you're misinterpreting your relation with Mayuri. Still, I think this start is going to make Mayuri happy. She might be feeling down because I couldn't make it to her today, so this might be a nice gift. I'll try to give it to her tonight. thought about how she'd react when she saw the star and smiled.
お前にも礼を言う。ありがとう。
私は何も。
いや、お前のおかげだ。撮影のことも結果的には良かった。その、記念になったしな。
Last night while I was checking the photos, I sneakily saved a photo of my Yuri and I to a secret folder, because of course you did.
それじゃディレクターに伝えとモデル
Hey, you know
ま
what?
たやりたい
It's not a bad side. It doesn't sound like a terrible side hustle to have.
そこまでは言っとらん。
I see that smile. Knowing that director, I have a feeling she'll take Mocha seriously and reach out to me. I don't know if I could live through something so embarrassing a second time. Oh, come on, it sounds fun. Luca!
お
Lukaka burst into the lab in full Miko attire.
岡部さん
Uh-oh, what's going on? Everyone's stunned to see him in such an unusual state. His normally beautiful hair is stuck to his forehead with sweat. Beneath that messy hair, his eyes are filled with desperation. The white robes he's wearing hangs down over his shoulder, exposing his sweaty neck and collarbone. If you're a girl, this scene would be quite erotic, but he's a guy. The hems of his hakama, which he always keeps clean, are dirtied, a surefire sign that he ran here. Hems? Oh, okay.
おい、ルカ子
どうしたの
What's going on? But Lukaku didn't respond. He seemed to be having trouble breathing out, panting and wheezing heavily.
ほれルカシ水だお
Dara retrieved water from the kitchen and given it to Lukaku.
はいすみません
What's going on? He finished the entire cup in one go.
ちゃんと説明しろ。一体何があった？
それがですねまゆりちゃんが
Uh-oh! I mean, I knew it, but Mayuri-chan what? Shocked by his words, I leaned in closer to Lukaku.
マユリに何かあったのか？
はいまゆりちゃんのうち北海道へ引っ越しちゃうみたいなんです
Are we gonna get that? Okay, I know where this is. I know what's gonna happen.
それ本当かにゃええさっきクラスのことあったんですけど職員室にまゆりちゃんとまゆりちゃんのお母さんがいて先生と話してるのを聞いたってそんな
The lab mem shouted in surprise. But I was relieved. I had already heard about the move, and I knew that Mayuri wasn't leaving Tokyo.
オカリンなんでそんなに落ち着いてるんだよ
まあ、知っていたからな。
え
安心しろ。マユリはどこにも行かない。
I told him what Mayuri had told my father.
なんだよびっくりして損したお
ルカニャンってばとんだ早とちりだにゃ
But Lukaku wasn't smelling like the rest of us.
でも変ですよまゆりちゃんのお母さんはまゆりちゃんも北海道に転校するって話してたそうです
何？
Oh, yeah, no, updated information.
そうね。確かに腑に落ちないわ。まゆりがこっちに残るとしたら、わざわざお母さんが学校へ挨拶に行くものかしら。
She's got the more recent information, recent intel. Okabe, you got old intel. That's outdated. The wedge of what Lukaku was saying suddenly hit me like a ton of bricks. Something's wrong. Strange. I take out my cell phone and try to call Mayuri.
お客様のおかけになった番号は電波の届かないところに
Damn it, her phone is off.
でも、確かにマユリから聞いたんだ。北海道へは行かないって。
I could only imagine what your face looks like right now, Rentaro.
本当のこと言おうとしても言えなかったんじゃないの？
どうして？
もしも私がまゆりならやっぱり言えないかもしれない。
だからなぜこんな大事なことをマユリが俺に黙ってるわけがない。
あんたさ まゆりをいつまで子供だと思ってるの？
Rita looked at me straight in the eyes and asked her question calmly and softly. There's no anger in her voice.
彼女だってね、女の子らしい悩みをたくさん持ってるに決まってるわ。もしまゆりが本当のことを話したら、あんたどうする？引き止めるでしょ？
それはそうだ。
だから話せなかった。違う？好きな人に行くなって言われたらどうしていいかわからなくなっちゃう。だから。
I stumbled back and fell onto a sofa. Stunned, I dropped the box containing the star on the floor. I didn't have it in me to pick it up. I struggled for words. It's not broken, is it? Mayuri is going to leave. It sounded unreal. Kurisu will leave someday too, even though we've welcomed her into the lab. Still, whenever she gets a chance to come back to Japan, she's welcome. But we've known that from the start. We've already known, even if we try not to talk about it. But Mayuri is different. Mayuri's the one person that I thought would never leave me. I thought she'd always be here, smiling by my side. Because she's my quote-unquote hostage.
どこにも行かせないぞ。連れてなんて行かせない。まゆりは俺の人質だ。人体実験の生贄なんだ。
まゆし、これからもずっとオカリンの人質でいられたらいいな。オカリンがおじいちゃんになって、まゆしがおばあちゃんになっても。
Oh, it's all coming. Oh, shit. So that's what she meant. Her tears last night. The strange things she's been saying. And her sad-looking smile. I finally understand them all.
でも、ロボまゆしも早く完成させたい。
Oh, fuck.
やけにこだわってるんだな。
うん。まゆしがいない時でもね。
Oh, shit. Okay.
いればオカリンが楽しいかなと思って。
I'd forgotten some of these lines. I'm gonna be real with you here. I slowly stood up and took the doll that looked just like Mayuri from the top of the refrigerator. I pressed the button on her back.
オカリンおはよう。今日も元気かな？ねえねえオカリン。寂しい時はいつでもロボまゆしにお話ししてね。どんなことでも聞いてあげるのです。あのね、悲しいことがあったら笑うといいよ。笑うとね、悲しいのなんてみんな吹き飛んじゃうんだ。
All the messages recorded are words of support for me. To keep me company when she's gone. Oh, god damn it.
どうするの？岡部。
どうするって。お前自分で言っただろ。俺が止めたらまゆりは迷うって。迷うから本当のことが話せなかったんじゃないかって。だったら俺はあいつを迷わせたくない。
それは違う。違うよ。
Bears rushed over me and looked into my eyes.
フェイリス。
それでもね、引き止めてほしいよ、女の子は。
引き止めてほしい。その結果がどうなるとしても。
そうかっこいいセリフをフェリスタンに取られたのだぜ。
Not the time, Daru.
あんたが言ったらキモいだろ、今のは。
Also, not the time, Kurisu.
岡部君。
Mocha picked up the box holding the Christmas star and handed. Oh, good, it's not shattered or anything.
シーナさんに 渡してあげて。
萌か。
I looked from person to person in the lab. Everyone gave me a nod of approval. Hell yeah, it's hero time. It's gonna be like one of those romance. Oh, it's gonna be like that scene from Your Name. They're just like, fuck everything else. It's just you and me. Well, fun fact, did you know that it's been... Oh, actually, I just want to go off on a random tangent. You know it's been 10 years since Your Name released. I just want to say, that's not fucking right. That is not right. That is actually not right. I said that in the Vivi server last night, and someone was like, it's been 5 years since Vivi came out. I was like, no! Vivi's supposed to be brand new. What the hell? No. Your Name can't be old. Your Name is brand spanking new. This isn't right. No, Your Name is closer to Steins Gate than it is to present day. What the fuck? Okay, now I'm actually starting to panic a little. Let's not think about this. It's hero time. Come on, Okabe. It's hero time. It's hero time.
確かに法院教魔ともあろうものが人質を逃がすとは何たるし
Yes!
それでは
Hell
こ
yeah!
のラボの統制が取れぬわ
Hell yeah!
しかもあいつは秘密を知りすぎているたやすく解放するわけにはいかん
Ow, my eye again. My other eye this time.
その通りだにゃ。マユシーを生贄にして京馬への愛と情熱で燃え盛る四天使をこの地上に呼び覚ますんだにゃ。
愛と情熱ではない異形と崇拝だ
Oh, come on! Ugh.
はいはいはい。何でもいいからさっさと行ってこい。
Hell yeah! Carissa put her hand against my back and shoved me towards the door. Holding the box Mo could give me, I ran out into the dusk. Yeah, baby! Let's go! Yes! It's hero time. Come on, Okabe. You got this. I was running to the only place I thought she could be. My heart is beating out of my chest, and I have throbbing pain in my side. I'm completely out of breath. Hey, it's a good workout for you. And any attempts to fill my lungs are a challenge. I keep tripping over my own feet, as if my body refuses to obey me. I tripped over something and fell to the ground, protecting the box with my arm. My forearm and hand landed hard on the asphalt, and pain shot through my body.
この
I stood up, tried to shake off the pain, and started running again. Based on what Lukako had said, after Mayuri and her mom visited the school, they probably went to her grandma's memorial service. If that's the case, then Mayuri has to be there. It's a place that Mayuri and I can never forget. And the promised land where I made her my hostage. Hold on, I'm gonna check my eye. I'm sorry. See, I don't know if I'm just tripping this because I don't see anything. Ah, whatever. Uh-oh.
マユリどこだ
She's not here. Anywhere. There's a stick of incense still burning in front of her grandma's gravestone. And gently colored flowers laid on top of it.
もう帰ってしまったのか
Wherever she came, she would talk to her deceased grandmother. She talked for a long, long time, all by herself. So I thought that she had to be here. Okay, time to head to her house. But when I turned around to do so, I heard someone quietly sneeze. Mayuri! I looked over to see someone crouching behind a bush, a short distance from the graveyard. Illuminated by the sunset, I could see her shadow clearly defined on the ground. I gently put the box down on Mayuri's grandmother's gravestone, then walked over to the tree. While the shadow was in an attempt to escape my sight, it was nothing but a wasted effort.
おいマユリ
Aw.
ほんと昔からかくれんぼが下手だな。
Mayuri stuck her head out from behind the bush, looking sheepish.
あのね、違うよ。隠れてたわけじゃないの。
じゃあ何してたんだ？
その
Hiding. When I get closer to her, she turns her back to me. I only saw her face for a second, but I could tell that she'd been crying for a long time. Her eyes were red, and I could see streaks of tears running down her face. Just seeing like that hurts my heart.
泣いてたのか？
泣いてないよ。
Mayuri sniffed, still not looking at me.
泣いてないよ。
Mayuri, no. Come to think of it, this was a lot like our conversation last night. I didn't know why she was crying then, so I just kept on asking.
オカリンこそこんなところで何してるの？お祭りに行かなくていいの？
俺か？俺はな、お前を困らせに来たんだ。
Mayuri turned for a moment and gave me a dubious look. But she quickly turned back away from me to hide her face. I just kept talking to her back.
なまゆり、恥ずかしくて今まで聞けなかったが、あの時のことお前は覚えてるか？
あの時
ここでお前を人質にした日のことだ。
Shoulders began to shake a little.
あの日は雨が降っててさ、お前は青い傘を差してたよな。俺がいくら声をかけても、お前はじっと空を見つめているだけで何も答えてくれなかった。俺は自分が歯がゆくて歯がゆくて、でもどうすることもできなくて、ただお前のそばに立っていた。そのうちにさ、雲の切れ間から光が降り注いできたよな。俺はその光にまゆりが吸い込まれてしまうと思ったよ。まゆりがどこかへ消えてしまうと本気で思ったよ。だからあの時俺はこう言ったんだ。どこにも行かせない。連れてなんて行かせない。お前は俺の人質だ。どこにも逃がさないからなって。その気持ちは今でも変わらない。
Heard her gasp quietly. She seems to finally understand why I ran so hard to get here. Every time she's about to say something, she stops herself, again and again. Then, finally, with her back still turned towards me, she shakily starts talking.
そっか、バレちゃったんだ。失敗失敗。まゆし、人質からの大脱出作戦だったのにな。
Mayuri stopped talking and looked up at the sky. Typo again. The sky was graded from azure to crimson. The clouds looked like they were ready for fall, which was a little sad. That's right. Summer is coming to an end.
あのね、マユシーは思うんだ。マユシーが人質じゃなくても、ラボにはクリスちゃんもいるし、 タルくんもルカくんもフェリスちゃんもすずさんもマイカさんもみんないるよ。だからオカリンはもうマユシーが人質じゃなくても大丈夫なんだよ。
Her shoulders shook. I realized that she was doing everything she could to fight back her tears.
マユシーとっても嬉しいな。みんながオカリンを大好きでオカリンもみんなが大好きで一緒にニコニコ笑ってるのを見るととっても嬉しいな。だからね、オカリンはもう大丈夫だよ。マユシーがいなくてもみんなと仲良く。
そんなことを言うな。
Oh. I couldn't take it on any longer. I grabbed Mayuri's shoulders. I turned around to face me, then held her in my arms. Whoa! Oh, cuts. Oh, new scene. Oh! In my arms, Mayuri jumped with surprise. Period. They added a typo. Seemingly forgetting she was about to cry, she looks up at my face. Her eyes widened.
オカリン。
ラボメンたちは確かに大事な仲間だ。
Aww.
あいつらがいれば楽しい。それは間違いない。でもな、そこにはマユリがいなきゃダメなんだ。
Hell yeah!
マユリがそばにいるから俺はいつでも笑っていられるんだ。俺はバカだ。こんな簡単なことに、こんな大事なことに今まで気づかなかったなんて。
Whoa!
あの日お前をここで抱き留めた時、あれだけ強く思っ
Is he
た
actually gonna say it?
お前を失いたくないって願ったのに。
Is he actually gonna say it?
なのにいつの間にかお前がそばにいるのが
It's
当たり
it's
前
fucking
になって
happening.
いつもそばにいるんだと勝手に思い込んで。
It's happening. It's happening, guys.
オカリン。
Bro, Broski, come on.
でもまだ手遅れじゃない。お前はまだここにいる。行くな、マユリ。俺のそばからどこにも行くんじゃない。
Yo, dang.
でも
お前の親には俺が頼む。ダメだと言われても土下座でも何でもして俺が頼む。だからどこへ
Okay.
も行くな。
Alright. Alright, Bucko. Dang. Dang. We got.
俺はお前にそばにいてほしいんだ。
He didn't say it though. I hold Mayuri tight as I make my plea. She hesitates for a moment. Her small form slowly relaxed and leaned into me.
お前は大切な人質だ。
Aww.
ずっと大切。
ずっとっていつまで？
I look down at her and see the reflection of my face in her teary, dark blue eyes.
いつまでもだ。
マユシーが大学生になっても
お
OL さんになっても
あ
Yeah.
お嫁さんに行く時でも
あ。
それじゃ
Whoa!
マユシーはオカリンのお嫁さんにしか
Dang.
なれないね。
Dude, even the original VN with Kurisu didn't. Wow.
そうだ。
Wow.
って死ぬまで
Yo.
お前は俺と一緒にいればいい。
Yo. Tears began to flow down Mayuri's face. As they fell from her face, they caught the color of the sunset.
マユシーね、
Whoa!
オカリンのこと
Whoa.
好きだったよ。
Whoa.
昔から大好きだったよ。
Yo.
だからクリスちゃんがラボに来てオカリンと仲良くなってとっても嬉しいんだけど、なぜだか寂しかったの。オカリンはクリスちゃんのこと好きになったのかなって、そう思うと胸が苦しかったの。
Wait, this does raise a question. Did Mayuri feel like this in all the timelines? Wait, no, I think she did. I think I do remember her saying like something like, not exactly like this, but something among these lines in the original.
そんな自分がとっても嫌だった。
Oh, Mayuri, no.
なのにどうしても
Dang.
ダメだった。
I had no idea she felt so conflicted over this. I didn't even think about how she might have felt. How long are you going to keep thinking Mayuri is a child? Kurisu's voice kept echoing in my head.
だからね、神様がマユシーに罰を与えてオカリンのそばにいられなくなっちゃったって、そう思ってたんだ。
Held her tight once again, and she hugs me back.
どこにも行きたくないよ。マユシー、オカリンとお別れするの嫌だよ。
大丈夫だ。俺が絶対にお前を行かせない。
Dang, like everything with all the music, too. They're playing a Gate of Steiner. Or actually, what was the soundtrack called again? The iconic one. Oh, it's called Remember Me, I think.
オカリン。
Aww. You know, I also want to say, I've always been a sucker for the childhood friend trope. Can I just say that up in front? It's like, you grew up together, you know? It's just something so... I don't know, something really romantic about it, you know? It's like, oh, they're spending their whole lives together, you know? Something like that. I've always been a sucker for that trope.
ごめんな。気づいてやれなくて。ごめんな。
I stroked her head as I said this. She nodded her head again, and again as she cried on my chest.
落ち着いたか？
うん、大丈夫。
Mayuri and I had been holding each other for a while. We finally separated and stood together beneath the dusk sky. Mayuri says she's fine, but she's still sniffing. I'm kind of new to this sort of situation, so I have no idea how to calm down a crying girl.
そうだ。
I ran over to Mayuri's grandmother's gravestone and grabbed the box. When I returned, I handed it to Mayuri.
これ。
She's still teary-eyed and looks at me like she's embarrassed. Just looking at her face makes my heart throb.
お前にプレゼントだ。
プレゼント？
いいから開けてみろ。
うん。
Mayuri slowly opened the box. Mayuri's tear-stained face suddenly lit up and shined.
これ？
She looks at me in surprise. I smile and nod.
箱から出してみるといい。
Mayuri delicately removed the star from the box. Her tiny hands can just barely hold it.
すごいすごい。
She raises the star and looks at the sky through it. Lights sparkled and shone and lit Mayuri's face, endlessly overlapping each other.
見てオカリン、お星様がいっぱいだよ。
I move my face closer to hers and we look through the star together. I didn't notice until now, but the star itself is filled with star-shaped crystals that refract light themselves. This must be to make the effect more beautiful.
きれい。
Mayuri said, enraptured.
ああ。綺麗だ。
I responded. With our cheeks touching, we stared up at the darkening sky.
なあ、まゆり。俺はずっと思ってた。お前が
Oh,
空へ手を伸ばして
oh.
何かを掴もうとするたびに思ってた。
Actually, I want to know this too.
マユリは一体何を望んでいるんだろう。マユリが望んでいるものを俺は手に入れてやることができないんだろうかってな。でもやっと一つ手に入れたよ。天の星には到底及ばないけど、今はこれで許してくれよな。
Mayuri blushed and shook her head.
ううん。まゆしいね。もういいんだ。
うん
天のお星様よりもずっと素敵なものをもらったから。
Ooh.
やっと自分のお星様を掴むことができたから。
She said that, then suddenly... Whoa! Yo! Her face bright red, she touched her lips to mine. By the way, I just got an achievement, 100%. All the CGs... Oh, man, we're really reaching the end, aren't we? Oh, okay, this is peak. This is actually peak. I didn't even have time to think about how incredible this was. Yo! The soft feeling of her lips on mine. I believe it was the first kiss, the both of us. So it's strangely awkward and ungainly. It's so innocent that it makes me blush. But it was a kiss that finally let us convey our feelings for each other. The sweetness of the kiss travels from my lips and fills my heart with something warm and gentle. I finally realized just how much I loved her after all of these years. Dang. When our lips parted, we blushed and quickly avoided direct eye contact. Maria looked at the ground and touched her fingers to her lips. Then her eyes suddenly opened wide and she began panicking.
どうしよう。キスしちゃった。
Aww.
でかい声で言うな。恥ずかしいだろ。
だってキスなんだよ。
それがなんだ。
キスしていいのは3回目のデートからだってクリスチャンが。
I started laughing in surprise.
あのスイーツかっこ笑い目。
She must have read that in some ridiculous magazine. How could she force those rules on poor innocent Mayuri? If she told her that, how much more magazine knowledge has he indoctrinated her with? The modern woman can be a frightening creature.
いいか、信じるなマユリ。あいつは天才だが、こういうことに関してはただの妄想垂れ流し厨房でしかない。
I mean, you know what? She's not wrong.
そうなの？
ああ、だからその3回目とかは関係ない。
Also, think of it this way.
安心していいぞ。
How many dates have you guys already been on, huh? That one, last one, definitely counts as one, right? Mayuri seemed to calm down a little. But then she frowned and looked concerned.
どうしよう。安心したら、その。
She looked around and blushed. I drew her head closer to mine, and I kissed her this time. Oh! It was a longer, gentler kiss than the last one. God damn it! I want to see that. I want to see that cutscene again, or that
これでいいか
that special scene again. That special not sprite. You get what I'm saying. Mayuri looked away from me as if trying to hide. I couldn't see her face, but I'm positive that she's bright red. It was so cute that I couldn't help but stroke her hair again. It's then that I hear her say something very quietly.
まゆしーね。おかりんのこと、大好きだよ。
Yes! And there we have it, folks.
これからもずっとずっ
Yo.
と大好きだよ。
Alright, guys, I think it's time we made it official. This is actually peak. This is peak of peak. I'm just gonna say.
ああ俺も好きだ
Peak. Peak. Then we kissed for a third time. The star in Mayuri's hand glittered with the light of the disappearing sunset. The next evening, the lab mems and I were attending the festival at the Yanabayashi Shrine. Because the festival was held in cooperation with the local businesses, it was a lot bigger than I expected, with a lot of different stalls. The smells of grilled squid, yakisoba, okonomiyaki, skewered beef, and grilled chicken were pervasive, constantly making me hungry for just one more snack. Ladies in colorful yukata were walking around carrying prizes and goldfish that they won from the assorted attractions. Everything felt so festive and summery. The lab mems were running to and fro, looking at the different stalls. However, in the midst of all this fun, Mayuri is missing. It seemed that she was still talking things over with her family.
あんた何？勢いでプロポーズしちゃったわけ？
I mean, to be fair, normally, yeah, proposing to a girl on, like, before you even have a first kiss seems kind of fast, but given that they're childhood friends, I feel like it actually isn't as illogical as it seems. Jesus. That's not even I know Daro's gonna say explode all normies, but bro, that's not even normie level. That is beyond normie. Normies can only dream of something this romantic.
女子高生になんてことしやがるんだおこの犯罪者
人聞きの悪いこと言うな
He asked me about what happened yesterday, and I might have provided slightly too much detail. Yeah, someone's a little, oopsies. I mean, yeah, he's a little overexcited. I can't blame him.
大体そのプロポーズしたわけではない
はあ？死ぬまで人質だなんて女の子はそう思うに決まってんでしょ？
間違いなく。
いやそれはだな
Yeah, unintentionally did. Yeah, it's okay. It's cool.
ちょっと背中を押してあげただけで盛り上がりすぎ。どんだけ恋愛経験少ないのって感じだわ。
You know what? That's a solid. Yeah, that's so coming for you. Well, I mean, honestly, I think that's just a lot. I think that's just guys in general. Honestly, I think that's just. Well, then again, I know plenty of girls who do the same thing. So,
DT 丸出しだな
shut it, Daru, shut it. That was cool.
お前らに言われたくないわこの妄想大好きコンビが
コンビってこいつと一緒にすんな。
Teresa pointed at Daru with a look of disgust. Hey, that's mean.
コンビに見えるやっぱそうかなオカリン
Oh, lordy.
なんでそこで嬉しそうな顔をするんだ。
ですね 僕マキセ氏について最近思ったことがあるのです。
Oh god, Dara. Oh god, what's he gonna say?
何よ。
僕とマキセ氏割と相性いいんじゃね？
You're just asking to get hurt at this point.
バカ言うな。誰があんたなんかと。
うわツンデレの上等句きたー。
Oh, this fucking guy.
ツンデレじゃねえ。本気で嫌がって
You
るの
are.
わからんのか。
You are. I think the fundamental problem is about tsunderes is that you can't tell whether they're being genuine or whether they actually mean it. In this case, she obviously means it.
最近の流行りはツンが9でデレが1です。
Ay ay ay.
照れない。小惑星アポフィスが秋葉を直撃することがあってもあんたには絶対に。
Asteroid Apophysis? Oh yes, I know this. Holy shit, in 10 years? Huh. Relieved that I'm no longer the center of attention, I look towards the entrance to the shrine. If her discussion with her family went well, Mayuri was going to join us here. We planned to meet up at the entrance to the shrine under the Torii gate, but she's not here yet. I checked my phone, no missed calls. Yesterday, we went to Mayuri's house together. Her parents and I have come to know each other for a long time, and they've come to treat me like a son. However, moving is a serious family matter, and I wasn't sure if they would be willing to hear me out. But I was ready to get on my knees and beg. Whatever it took them to convince not to take Mayuri away. Much to my own surprise, it was Mayuri's actions that stunned me the most. I know how much she loves her parents, and I doubt she's ever gone against her wishes, even once in her life. Take this whole thing, for instance. She kept trying to put herself in the shoes of her parent. Take this whole moving thing, for instance. She kept trying to put herself in the shoes of her parents, who were undoubtedly worried about leaving their beloved daughter behind. She's struggling with it up until the very end. But even so, she stood against in front of her parents and said,
私、東京に残りたい。わがままなのは分かってるけど、お願いお父さん、お母さん、私を東京に残らせてください。
Holy fucking peak. Then she deeply bowed her head. That was all she could do. Her lips were pursed and her hands were shaking. I spoke honestly about them, then bowed right next to her. Mayuri's parents seemed conflicted about what we told them, but they promised us that they would talk things over again.
で、どうなの？その、マユリがこっちに残れる可能性は？
わからないが、希望がないわけじゃない。あの後、マユリに聞いた話なんだが、どうもクラス担任が転校に難色を示しているらしい。こんな中途半端な時期に転校したらマユリのためにならないってな。
僕だって嫌です。マユリちゃんがクラスからいなくなるなんて。
Kaka spoke as if he were the one who had transferred to another school. He really does care about his friends.
あと、マユリの言っていた親戚のおばさんというのが、まあおばさんといってもまだ30代で独身生活を謳歌している OL らしいが、そのおばさんがとてもマユリを可愛がっていてな、ぜひ一緒に暮らしたいと言ってくれてるそうだ。
She actually insisted on being a part of the Shina family's discussion today.
なるほどね。少なくとも絶望的じゃないわけか。
ああ。
Will her family let her stay? I don't know if I can be optimistic about that. We all thought about Mayuri and fell silent.
でも、まあ、ここで考え込んでても仕方ないわ。なるようにしかならないんじゃない？
That's the spirit. Also, cute sprite. That's the spirit. It is the will of Steins gate. That's how we say it. Also, holy shit. It almost has been 2 hours. That's crazy. So I was right to cut off back there during the last stream, wasn't it? Carissa patted my back. I guess she's trying to cheer me up.
その通りだにゃ。結果が分かるまでの間、何か気晴らしでもしてた方がいいにゃ。そうな。
気晴らしか。そうだな。
I looked around, and something caught my eye.
そうだ。クリスティーナよ。 勝負の約束をしていたな。
Oh no. You're gonna humiliate yourself again, aren't you?
ああ、射的ね。
Oh god. Do well. My eye settled on the target shooting stall. It's a simple old-fashioned game where you use an air gun loaded with the cork to shoot whatever prize you're interested in. I can hear the pop of people playing.
ほらほら今日な
Oh!
メタルウーパだにゃ
Oh! Ferris pointed at a box containing a metal Oopa in the middle of the shooting range.
しかも幻のゴールドバージョンだにゃこれはすごいにゃ
That's even better than the silver one, isn't it? Oopa is a fictional animal that serves as the mascot of the incredible popular game Ryanet Kakeru. Oopa plushies and capsule toys are popular with kids and adults alike, and the rare ones often sell to ridiculous prices on online auction sites. One of the rarest is a metal capsule toy, Metal Oopa.
マユシーはウーパ大好きだから取ってあげれば喜ぶにゃ
Don't forget about competing! Just win that for her! You got this, Okabe!
よし、クリスティーナよ。勝負と行こ
Come on.
う。あれ
You
をゲ
got
ット
this.
した方が勝者だ。
You got this, buddy. You got this, buddy.
望むところよ。
Then again, you basically exist to be humiliated, so I don't really know Okabe. Then again, so does Kurisu, so I can't really tell at this point. We stood right in front of the shooting stall.
ほほやる気満々の勇者たちがやって
Oh
きた
my,
ね。
oh my god. Are you the one in charge? That's hilarious.
でも黄金のメタルウーパは簡単には渡さないよ。
One in a million shot. You can... Okabe, use the force. I don't know. Use the like Luke with the proton torpedoes. 90 degree turn.
何？
Is this even possible? Why does this guy know my name? No, could it be this shooting game in the stall being run by the organization?
それじゃあまず金を出しな。一人15発で300円だ。
ってお前バイト選手でもないか？
やっと気づいた
Come on, Okabe, are you blind? Susan smiles at us from inside the stall.
何してるの？
見ての通りバイトだよ
Yeah, what does it look like? That's our part-time warrior, able to find work at the most unlikely of places, only if I had those skills.
この店のおっちゃんブラウン管工房の店長と旧知みたいでさ今日だけ臨時で頼まれちゃったんだよ
To be fair, that is usually what I do when I hate to say it, but that is how you do it. That's how I've done it whenever I do. You get it through connections. It's rotten, it's kind of corrupt, but there's nothing you can do about it. That's just how society is.
あちなみにインチキ臭い店じゃないからね安心して楽しむといいよ
I mean, that's been my experience, honestly. I don't know. You just gotta find connections. It sucks. But it's how it is. That's how I've done it. That's how I assume a lot of people do it. That's just how it is. Well, that's not true. Not always. I got a job at Comic-Con last year. And that didn't require anything. So yeah, I'm not saying it's completely closed off. Like, obviously... Why the hell am I saying this? You guys aren't interested, are you? This is boring. Let's move on. She told us this while handing us the cork bullets.
でさ岡部倫太郎椎名真由里は
Susan was worried about Mayuri too, so I gave her a brief explanation of what was going on.
そっかじゃあ黄金のメタルウーパ彼女のために絶対に取ってあげなきゃいけないね箱の左下少し潰れてバランスが悪くなってるから
Oh! Susan whispered to me and smiled. Hope you're a good shot. Then I got to work.
まったくほんとへったくそねあんた。
人のこと言えんだろう貴様も。
Roughly 30 minutes later, Chris and I stood up holding objects that couldn't be farther from the metal Lupa. Whoa! I held a pen of dubious quality with a print of a swimsuit-clad woman on it, oh la la. And Chris held a fan of dubious quality with a print of a swimsuit-clad man on it. Well, at least you get to enjoy that. The lab members pulled their money and spent 2,000 yen on the corks, and these were all we had to show for it.
これ一応真由里にプレゼントして。
Again!
できるか？
また来てよね待ってるよ
Again! You got this! Come on, come on.
二度と来るものか。
He gave up on the gold Metalupa and handed the air guns to the next customer.
それにしてもまゆりちゃん遅いですね。
ああ、そうだな。
Oh boy, what now? Please, Mayuri.
やっぱり話し合いがうまくいってないのかしら。ああ、ごめん。
ほらほら、しっかりしろだにゃ、クーマ。そうだ、おみくじやりませんか。
おみくじ。
はい、困った時の神頼みです。
Kaga said this while looking over at the shrine's office. I feel kind of strange asking for the gods to help, even if the lady or young man of the shrine is encouraging me to do so.
さ、どうぞ、京馬さん。
Kaga presented me with a red box filled with fortunes. I faced the box and raised my left hand. My right arm has an evil power, so I can't allow it to touch anything sacred.
神に愛されし我が左の貝なのにいいわ。お前の秘めたる力を見せる時が来た。今こそその力で我に定めのカードを示すがいい。
めんどくさいなあ。後が使えてんだからさっさと引け。
まったくだお。
めんどくさいとはなんだ。
I stuck my hand in the box, rustled around, and pulled out an envelope. Then I opened it. Cursing, the others drew their fortune and started reading.
私中吉だわ。
大吉にゃ。
僕も大吉だお。
中吉。岡部さんはどうでしたか。
He's gonna get the worst luck, isn't he? But I know this trope.
岡部さん。
だい。
はい、何です。あ、もしかして京馬も大吉かにゃ。それは良かったですね。これできっと。
大凶だ。
I knew it. I knew it. But hey, they say that the Great Curse is actually the rarest of the lot, so actually you're really lucky to get it.
すべて悪し。待ち人来たらず。
Wow.
諦めが感じ。
But you know the theme of Steins Gate, right? It's all about fighting fate. So.
もう一回引いてください。
Listen, listen. Superstition is only true if it says something good about me. That's how I see it. If superstition says something good about me, then it is true. If superstition says something bad about me, it is silly superstition and you shouldn't believe in that nonsense. That's how I see it. That's how you should see it too. Self-centered morality for the win.
そんな適当なおみくじがあるか。
だってうちのおみくじは当たらないことで有名なんですよ。
Well, actually, it's not self-centered morality. You get what I'm saying. You can't because our fortunes are famous for being inaccurate. You shouldn't say that out loud.
気持ちはありがたいが天罰が下りそうなことを言うなよ。
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
もういいルカ子。これもまた
The will of
シュタインズゲートの選択なのだ。
El Sai Hongru. Yeah! I smiled at Lukaku and sat down on the stone steps. I sighed and looked at my toes. Everyone's trying to cheer me up. They're all joking around, trying to put a smile on my face. I really feel bad about bringing them down, but I'm really grateful that I have such good friends. Still, thinking about that only makes me sigh. I feel like my heart is being pricked with thorns and it's eating away at me. Mayuri, are you okay? Are you crying? Do you need help? It's frustrating that I can't be with her at a time like this. I just feel completely helpless.
おい、岡部倫太郎。
I looked up to see Suzuha yelling at me from her stall. I couldn't hear what she was saying over the crowd, but then I know she was pointing at something. I was going to stand up and talk to her when Kurisu suddenly said, "Oh,
ちょっと岡部
it's Mayuri!"
なんだ。
いいから早く立つのだぜオカリン。
Mayuri!
だからなんだ。
It's Mayuri! God damn it!
見ておみくじやっぱり当たりませんでしたよ。
待ち人来たらずが聞いて呆れるにゃ。
Everyone's looking over at the Torii gate in tears. Their faces are all lit up with joy. Yes! I stood up and looked towards the gate. Mayuri! There's no doubt about it. Mayuri runs towards us. Through the crowds of the festival, darting in between visitors, she heads straight for us. Whoa!
おいおい、バカだな。浴衣なのにあんまり走るなよ。
Mayuri was smiling. That smile told us everything. From now on, Mayuri will be at my side, just as she's always been.
マユリ
Mayuri jumped towards me. I caught her and held her tightly in my... I tried to catch her, but the momentum of her jump knocked me completely over. She pays it no mind and continues to hold on to me. It's kind of like a dog greeting an owner that hasn't seen it in a while.
落ち着けマユリ。場所を考えろ。自分の格好も考えろ。
Suddenly realizing that her yukata was coming loose, Mayuri sprang up. She fixed her clothes nervously.
いきなり押し倒されるとは思わなかったぞ。
When I tried to stagger to my feet, Mayuri blushed and lent me a hand.
違うんだよ。ちょっとはしゃいでみたの。
ちょっとどころじゃなかったわね今のは。
Aww.
マユシってば大胆だにゃ。いじめないでよ、クリスさん、フェリスちゃん。
まゆしまゆし、今のセリフ実はもっといじめてほしいって感じでゆりっぽくお願いします。
Not the time, Daru!
黙れド変態。
うわ、また一つクリスタンルートのフラグが立ったのだぜ。
You haven't triggered anything, Daru! God damn it! You've already got someone else! Fate says it!
だから絶対に出れないっつっとろうが。でもまゆりちゃんいいな。僕もこんな声をしてみたい。
ルカ君まで。もうマユシは恥ずかしいのです。
Whether because she was the center of attention or because she ran here, Mayuri was so red it seems like her cheeks would give off steam. She fanned herself with her hands. Love, huh? For a moment I thought to complain about what Lukaku said as he normally would, but I stopped myself. The mad scientist who ran chaos and fear upon the world, Hoen Kyoma has no needs for such trifles as love or affection. But as far as Okabe Rintaro is concerned, yo! They might be kind of nice. At least I think so.
あのね、オカリ。
どうした？
実はね、
なんだ。はっきり言ってみろ。
お父さんが高校を卒業するまで東京にいてもいいって言ってくれたんだ。
そっか。よかったな。
でもね、大学は札幌の学校にしなさいって。おばさんの家にずっといるのは迷惑だろうって。
Sapporo? Where's that?
ど
Oh. Are you like a third year as well? She's only got like this is your last year. It makes sense. That's only natural for Mayuri's parents to think that way.
だからね、まゆし、思わず言っちゃったのです。
何を
Mayuri mumbled awkwardly, but I knew what she said just by looking at her. I remember what my father had told her. She was welcome to move in with us. At that time, I panicked. I remember wondering what the hell... Bro, Okame's dad, you actual fucking goat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, okay. But now I'm really glad he offered. That's right, Mayuri can stay by my side. I want her to be here with me. Hmm?
まあ汚い家だがお前の部屋くらいなんとかしてやろう。親父もおふくろも大歓迎だろうしな。
Wait, is that not what she said?
ただしこの法院教魔が世界に混沌をもたらすという偉業を成し遂げるまではあくまでも居候だ。親父に乗せられて変な勘違いはするなよ。ちなみにその先はまあその時になったら考えてやらなくもないがな。
Mayuri opens her eyes wide. Her jaw drops as she stares at me. Mayuri's face turns rose red as she slyly wiggled her body a little. That's not what she said.
どうした？
勘違いはオカリンだよ。
Nah, I know it.
で
まゆしはね、お父さんにラボに居候させてもらうって言ったんだよ。
何？
The lab members eavesdropping on us burst out laughing at my shock. Realizing that I had made an embarrassing mistake, I quickly tried to talk them all down.
やめろ！笑うな貴様ら！呪われるぞ！この右腕の魔力がついに覚醒の時を迎え、暗黒の想念がお前らの上に呪いの炎を降らせるぞ！だから笑うな！
But this does little to stem their wholehearted laughter. I stared at them with fire in my eyes and cursed them, but it didn't feel all that bad. This is a new song. Is it? I'm not sure. I have friends that I could joke around with and Mayuri by my side. I want this to last forever.
おのれ、ここはひとまず戦略的撤退だ。
I took Mayuri's hand and began to run away. Whoa! Oh, great. What sprite am I supposed to choose for my ending?
ご結婚おめでとう。
Oh, god damn it. I've always had this problem. There's just too many sprite and there's too many CGs. Also, the game lied to me. What do you mean? This is one last CG. This CG is new. What do you mean 100% unlocked? We didn't see this one.
式には呼んでね。
Hell yeah!
子供の名前はぜひ黒猫たんにしてほしいよ。
やめんか貴様ら！
The voice of her friends following us, Mayuri and I run away.
オカリン、どこ行くの？
No idea.
どこでもいいぞ。お前の好きな。
せっかく来たんだからお祭りをいっぱい見たいよ。
わかった。今日は何でもおごってやろう。
Hell yeah!
本当嬉しいな。
Yeah! Hell yeah!
あとその後まゆしね。
あ、どこへ行きたい？
Mayuri flashes me her usual gentle smile.
ラボがいい。ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを温めて、それからみんなとゆっくりお話がしたいのです。
Aww. And of course, I know how to answer.
よし、いいだろう。
Whoa!
俺もちょうどそう思っていたところだ。
Character development! Yo! Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, 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 okay. We fucking did it! Oh, that's the last route of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace. Oh, we did it, guys. We did it. Bro, that was peak. That is peak. That is an awesome way to end off. That is a great way to end it off. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be honest here. I think I like this even more than the actual Steins Gate route. This feels even better. I mean, maybe it's recency bias, but just the My Yuri route is fucking peak. You know what? Maybe My Yuri is best girl. I don't know. I think My Yuri is best girl. I'm just gonna say it. My god. Oh my god. We did it. We did it, folks. We did it. We actually did. Oh. Oh. This isn't the end, guys, though. We still have a linear bonded phonogram to go through. Oh my god. Is this actually gonna take me a whole year? It might. Oh. My god. Okay. Oh. And that, my friends, is the end of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace. There we have it. Stardust Duplet completed. Stardust Duplet saw My Yuri's ending. New item added to CG library. New item added to tips. Phone triggers. My Darling's Embrace saw all endings. Okay. Oh, okay. That's the end of My Darling's Embrace, huh? Oh, we still have linear bonded phonogram, but I know that's not that long. We really are coming up to the end of it, aren't we? Dang. Ah. I'm not gonna be streaming on Friday. Katawa Shoujo, I have to play more Katawa Shoujo, but I'm not gonna be available on Friday. I won't be able to stream until Sunday, so yeah, I'll just be doing more Needy Streamer Overdose, and then I'll probably be doing more Katawa Shoujo. And I should probably start Steins Gate linear bonded phonogram soon. Okay. So that was absolute peak. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below, and smash that bell if you haven't done so. The sky is up, and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.